You can't have two masters. You're either going to follow and manifest from source, creator, God, universe, or you're going to listen to the ego. You have to decide who is your master. When you're looking at your reality, you're actually becoming a slave to the ego, because the ego is based on your reality. But when you are so consumed from your reality, you're going to manifest from your reality, which means that you're going to get more of what you currently have. Nothing can change because you're using your five senses to dictate what you're going to get over and over and over again. You can't live in the ego's illusion of fear, separation, conflict, anger, doubt, worry. You can't live from there and then want to create something using the power of the universe. It's contradictory. When you are a slave to the ego and accept what the ego is saying to you and accept the ego's version of reality, you're actually denying yourself the connection with source, God, creator, universe. And it will remain unavailable to you and will be, that's why it's harder for you to get manifestations, because you're still, then what you're going to do is try to heal the ego. The ego is going to say that you can't do this, that you are broken, that you are not able, that you are not whatever bullshit it comes up with. And then you go on a journey to try to heal. You go on a journey to say, oh, I'm broken, I've had trauma, I need to do this, I need to do that. That is all an illusion. I'm not denying that these things have happened to you, but they've happened to the ego. They haven't happened to who you really are. And yes, I understand the hurt and the upset that these things can cause. But what you're trying to do is heal the ego, and the ego isn't real. The ego is part of your mind, and your mind is part of your human, and you are not human. You are in this body simply to experience life on earth because it's dense, and we can't be here as a spirit. You're a spiritual being in a human body with an intellectual mind. You can't be here on earth without being in a body, or to be something that is dense. You could have come back as a flipping tree. I don't know, maybe you will. When we practice forgiveness for being attached to the ego, and when we accept God's gifts, I was writing this morning, when we accept God's gifts, but in order to accept God's gifts, you need to release the ego. It's not that we want to kill the ego, it's not that we want to do anything, but we need to decide who we're going to go with. Are we going with God, source, spirit, creator, which is where the magic is, which is where you want to create from. That is your creative tools. That's what you were here to do. And we let go of what the ego is wanting us to do, which is reality. You see, in your reality, you use your five senses to see that, to hear, see, smell, taste, touch, right? You use your five senses. And that's coming from your current reality. So you've created it already. What we want to do is deny the current reality and go and be in God's reality, God, source, universe, creator, whatever you want to call it. Be in that reality, which is being in your imagination. Because when you're in your imagination, that is your connection to source. That's your creative field. That's where you create your own reality in there. And by the universal laws, God, source, universe, creator, by universal law, it has to come into your reality. But we need to deny what we're experiencing right now, because that's from the past. That's past thoughts, beliefs. It's past imaginative work being carried out in the current. If you continue to base your life on your current reality, this is why people get stuck, because they're not using their imaginative power in the way that it was meant to be. We use our imaginative power to create more of what we already have, to create more of the fear, the doubt, the worry. We create more of that and think, well, it's not happening, I don't see it yet. So because you're doing that, you're not actually putting your full faith into Creator. You're not putting your full faith into non-mind. You're putting your faith into what your current reality is because you can hear, see, smell, taste and touch it. But who says that's the truth? Where is that written that that is the truth? Because it doesn't have to be the truth. I study A Course in Miracles and that would say that is utter bollocks. Maybe not in those words. But it's not the truth. The truth is in your imagination. Because if you believe that you're a spiritual being and this body is just here for you to experience what you have created, then where does creation start? It starts in your imagination. It doesn't start from what you've created already. We have to let go of current reality because it's in the past. It's already been created. If we can deny what we're experiencing right now and spend more time in our imagination, in God's eyes, in the extension of God, He has put laws into play. God isn't a person. God isn't a person. I used to believe that. I used to believe that God was a person sitting in the sky and it was a man sitting with a big white beard. That's what we've all been led to believe. I don't see God as a person now. It's just the universe, source God, source creator. When we can see ourselves from that point of view, when we can actually see and put our trust and faith into that, that's what pure manifestation is. It's always been our birthright, but humans have got it wrong and we're creating from what we're already seeing. And this is why manifestation can be so flippin' difficult at times, because you're trying to change what's already been done. Deny your reality because you created it. And if you don't want to experience it anymore, take yourself away from it. It's not real. It's not what I want to have. Thank you very much. And go to your imagination and live from that consciousness. Live from God consciousness, that everything is possible. Your ego will keep you believing that you are separate. Your ego will keep you believing that you can't have what it is that you desire. That's coming from ego. It doesn't come from God. It doesn't come from God. You're meant to have everything. We're abundant creatures. We are pure and utter abundance. We always were. But along the way, we've all got a bit confused, and we've all decided that ego is God. Ego is true. Ego is how we live. And we've all went on this path of living in fear, doubt and worry. And it's so flippin' sad, because that's not who we're meant to be. That isn't what being here in this wonderful... I mean, people say to me, oh, it's a wonderful life. Not now. But in the past, people say, well, a wonderful life. Life is just wonderful. Now go, no, it's a load of shite, actually. Because I'm working in a job that I don't like to get money to pay for a house that I'm never in because I'm working. And I don't do anything. That isn't the intention of life. I've never believed that. I've never ever believed that that was the intention of life, is to be here, to do things that we don't like and live in fear and doubt and worry and want more stuff so that we can prove to other people how good we are and to be loved. We're always flipping loved. You've got so much love coming from God, source, spirit, creator. You've got so much love there that you don't need any other fucking love from external to prove how worthy you are. You don't need that. We've fallen into a trap. We've fallen into absolute utter chaos, and there is no need for it. I will say that going through this has been it's been difficult at times, because and understanding this and accepting this, because you're coming away from normal society, you're taking a step back and you feel lonely and you feel isolated at times, because you're like, well, why am I the only one seeing this? Because everybody around me is doing this thing called life. But they're doing it in a way that doesn't match with you, that you know something different is available to you, that you know that there's something else out there that is meant to be for you. And it gets to be, you will find that life will change, and you'll be like, I'm not sure that this is what I intended this awakening process to be like. But see, on the other side, it's just magical.